Greetings and welcome back to our CK3 Elder Kings Men-of-Tor series. So, apologies that this was not out on the correct day. Life is lifing right now, so sorry about that. But I will get this out at least today. So last time, we recreated our character, and because there was an update to the Dragonborn submod I have, and did our own thing and still became an adventurer. We were doing some quests. We're not as successful as we were the first time around, but we'll get there. I did rename us. We are now Darth is our first name, and I named our family as Sithari, since I figured, you know what, since I'm doing the whole Sith naming scheme, the House of Sithari, which is like, you know, the Sith chosen one, which was like the first Sithari was a Das, and then I believe they count Bane to be the second Sithari, and then Darth because, well, we're the first of this line, so all of our other family members are going to be named after, you know, Sith. So I figure the first one will be Darth. So with that said, we are currently ill, but other than that, we're still kind of going strong. I don't see any quests, so it might be time for us to move. Gather provisions though. Do I have a chief forager? I don't have one because I don't have that camp. Yeah, all right, so I have the roaring campfire. What would be next? Do I want to unlocks the master bard? Interesting. Wandering. The stress loss could be good. The stress gain, night effectiveness. Receive occasional events to recruit useful locals. Ooh, what do we need for that? Must be explorers. Okay. Oath of loyalty, interaction, nightly debates, and juicy rumors. All right. Well, what about? No. All right. Let's see here. Quartermaster. Supply tent actually might be useful. Unlocks the head porter. Provisions lost 2 to 32%, which is 10 to 50. Provisions capacity, supply capacity. All right, so quartermaster's still better, but scout for talent, which we already have. Transport quests are actually pretty good money, though. Chef cook, the master of arms officer, forward scouts. Preview. You know what? Yeah, let's get the supply tent going. Anyway, we need to start like trying to find a good wife, you know? So, first things first, I think I have some people. Orchard Bloodwater, who's wandering, but we can go meet her at some point. I think King Davad is part of our, so I want to head over here. Roll of patrons, King Davad, Landhead Seagar, and Archmage Marcella. Where's Archmage Marcella? Because she might also be a decent patron to go get something for. Located. Oh yeah. So basically, if we head over to BN and whatnot, should be fine. Well, speaking of which, then Archmage Marcella. No, you got nothing. All right. What about King Davad? Do you have any family? Nothing that we could probably take advantage of. So we can marry humans. I've said that before, but I am trying to make it so that we're still trying to be, you know, Minotaurs. We can have hybrids, and then if we keep marrying Minotaurs, we'll still be Minotaurs, but still. Minotaur's heritage, because our children will be Men-of-Tor. And then adult, no, gender female, marital status. Marital status might not actually be a bad thing, because I could just try to seduce. First things first, we're gonna save this filter as a Minotaur. So who do we got? Baroness, Ida. All right, Tora, who would be good, but that delicate. Tabori's mad. Mistress Astera. Dink. Tamala, if we could rescue her, maybe. Vala and Madiva. Unfortunately, the age is not the greatest. Oh, that's... Alright. Well, let's do this. Traits, female. Unmarried. Lame Ball. Think we could try to get a Dampier. They do exist in Elder Scrolls if you just take a quick look at the Grey Prince. Sappho. Cultist of Guilds. No, not the 5-year-old. Serana. You know what? Who knows, right? I doubt anything will ever come of it, but you never know. Let's start by age. What do we got? Ada, Talorde, Manamarco. Manamarco's having a kid? Huh. Interesting. Alright. So let's go here. 15. Little Frody, Crow Lover, Keese, Roni, Gaius. Is there anyone that kind of stands out to us? Because I can just, you know, seduce. Hopefully get a... Interesting. Hopefully get a kid out of that way. Acute and shrewd. Master Mage. Battle Mage. Alright. Hestla. Acute. Because I want to start having a character down the line just so we can start being like the Sorcerer Kings, which is what I envision for our family. And then, yeah, Ilfrodi. Maybe we can go for Matlar. I'm assuming we're too far away. We are not. We are too far away. Well, let's see here. Where are you? Where are you? In the Imperial Capital. Interesting. Leona. Basilicus. Okay. Maybe we move to the Imperial section first. Host. Well, you know what? Maybe we should move camp and, you know, let's visit the Imperial City. Scale for talent. Boom. Boom. We'll run out of food and everything, but we'll buy it back after just visiting everything else here. All right. Yep, we'll just start moving. And hopefully... Oh. Someone's taking a spot who we will side with. Figure it out amongst yourselves. I'm gonna sign with Gornick House. Here, 5 gold. This dude can join us. He's not bad. As a bodyguard, his aptitude is terrible, though. Hit the road. Our police camp is going to establish travel will be aborted. Oh, shit. 25 opinion. How are our followers? Alright, we'll rest here for now. Iris Mercenaries, what is this? Playable Captain Darth of the Heartblades in the land of Newgrad War. We're gonna decline. Yeah, no, I'm not joining you. And now, hey, obviously not attracted to men. Not good. Matt Lara was severely injured. But that's not gonna, that doesn't stop us. And Leona, still too far away. All right, well, who would be a better one for us to go for first? You know, I'm not gonna lie, Heartlander is not the worst. And actually, it kind of makes sense. We are the true children of Alessia, you know, being Men-of-Tor and everything. But yeah, if we mingle in with the new blood, so to speak, wouldn't be that bad. So Leona, you're down here. So what I need to do is buy some gather provisions. All right, 45. All right, 550. That's fine. And then I just gotta move. Where was she? Because we'll focus on her for now. Because go for a superior. Nah. Which Mingo. Start moving camp. Night to Forget. Potentially gain 15 gold. No. Dead weight enough with your incessant whining. I'm not eating in days. Luthwan. Who are you? Our prisoner? Oh, could I have ransomed her? Command conversion, recruit. Ain't we cook? No, I don't think I could have gone really. But you can't stay here. It's considered to be either hostile or evil by your faith, allowing you to execute her without being viewed as a tyrant. Fine, you can just leave. Hey, and we're no longer ill. Ooh, ooh. Duchess Selvia's Farragut Compass of the Temple of Gartok. Pays 25 gold though. Temple of Gartok. 101. No. Where is this? I'm gonna decline on that one. Alright, first things first. Hey. We're zealous, but it's fine. It's fine. Alright, missions. Stand with us. Criminal quest. Stand with us. First things first, does not contain a holding. That was my bad. How much do we got? It's fine. We'll just stay here for a quick second. Hey! Alright, so we're not a furry or we're not into bestiality and everything, but hey. Become the leave me be queen. Now kiss me again. When the shouting and barking the castle, I dismount and hide behind the street. Captain Darth, what will happen to us now? Oh, well, last one level devotion. Who are they to judge? The primary heir. I should have actually looked into that. Matt Lara, are you the primary heir? You are. But he'll Frody. Too far away to interact, though. Alright, well, I might have chosen the wrong woman, but we'll see. We're doing a play right now to get some capital before we can leave. So with that said, hey, she is pregnant, and we'll be known as the father. So you know what? I'm fine with that. She won't be able to, you know, join us, but I did not see that she was the heir, so I figured I would try to get her to join us. But oh well. Fight corruption. All right, after we're done with this one. The natural. While strolling through the halls of my palace, which I don't have, a disheveled Bosmer approached me with a hopeful glint in his eyes. Hello there. Before you take another step, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Gaynor, and I'm an entrepreneur of sorts. I was wondering if I could ask a small favor of you. When asked to get on with it, Gaynor continued, as you may have noticed, I'm not looking my best at the moment. I'm a little, shall we say, down on my luck, which is not something I'm used to, let me tell you. At any rate, I'm looking for a little starting capital to get things rolling here in Sardavar. I've recently arrived myself, you see, and I thought you might be able to help me out. Think you can part with, say, 50 gold? Sure, you know what? We'll give him some gold. Splendid! I really do appreciate it. And I must say, you're quite the generous soul. In fact, as long as we're talking getting along, spot me another 100? Nah, I don't have 100. As I go about my daily affairs with familiar face, I'd hope to have put behind me emerges on the scene Gaynor, not clad in formidable armor and wielding a powerful weapon. Well, look who it is, my dear friend Darth. Just my luck that you should stumble in here. Hit indeed. Despite my mistreatment at your hands, I found riches. You'll duel Gaynor to the... What? Dude! I didn't have the 100 gold. I'm the fastest man in the Blade of Tor. And Butterman and you have died. Gain 13 stress. Nah. Strike, parry, riposte. Goodbye, Gaynor. Good riddance. Wait, I don't get my 50 gold back? He had it. I saw it. He had it. Dang. And then he slew a ferocious boar. The drums grow louder as I make my way through the stage, trying to remember every play that I've ever watched. With my weapon lifted above my head, I attack the colorful puppet. Nice, nice, nice. You make progress in the Champion of the Dragon decision. Make progress in the Legacy of the Sithari. But we did not get any gold out of that, so that's unfortunate. But, oh, we're still traveling. We're gonna take this. So we can get some, what? Oh, customized route. Go to the Imperial City. Stop by there. Stop by there. Stop by there. And then on the way back, we'll stop by here. Maybe we won't stop by there. But on the way back, we'll, Sure, I guess we'll stop by there. Less disease, I guess. The mercenaries of Urasek. We sit in the quiet tavern in Urasek when a loud band of ragged-looking sellswords come barging in. Their brutish leader pushes one of my guards aside and audaciously sits down at my table. A nobleman! Oh, no, it's a collie, Alex. A nobleman. Eh, my lord? Interested in the services of the best band of mercenaries in Urasek? More loyal men you'll never find. At least, if you pay us properly. Get an army of 600 men for 50 gold? That's a steal. And they don't, like, go away. I don't remember. Or we could pay 20 and have her become our bodyguard. She is quite good. Yeah, 50 gold. Oh, shit. 75 gold to get her to join us? Yeah, I'll pay for her as well. There we go. Now we're a proper warband. Nice, nice, nice. All right. And we got a new follower who's actually really good. All right, then. All right. So good news and bad news. Good news. Our son was born. Bad news. He wasn't declared a bastard, so he can't actually join us. So technically an unrelated child. So I'm not... He's also decent. Herculean, giant, etheric, born under a lady, which is not the greatest, but it's fine. So we need to find someone we can actually marry. So... And I don't know what happened there, but it looks like we failed our corruption quest for some reason. Currently located in Sirkin, which is weird. Can I go back to my tent? Huh. Oh, well, let's do another quest here real quick. Well, oh, nope, there's another fight corruption. What's this one? Enemy, no. Alright. Well, I'll figure something out real quick. Alright. We are back. We got a patron. Prioress Helvia. 400 provisions. Or 19 gold. Do you have anyone? No. Give me some provisions then. Then let's take a look. Who do we got? King Civilian here of the Rim. No relations, but you could probably give us something there. Make a request. How much would you get? 1,200? Ooh. 12 gold, yeah. So you're located in the Rim. So you're over here. I wanted to say move camp to around to there. 570. No, we'll head over to King Divad and do that. How are we coming along with any of these? I know we're not, but level famous illustrious. We need to do 7 more martial prowess. We haven't been able to find any of them. And gotta visit a couple more points of interest. Not sitting around there. Upon holding, levy the outcasts. Got the nomadic ways. We haven't been able to do any of these, huh? Think it might be time to do a little criminal. Yep. We need the cash flow. Ooh. Lose stress, gain piety, gain prestige. Let's go for the piety. All right, Clivia. Let's see what they got. Could pay 50 gold. 74% chance they'll pay. 94. Yep. 50 gold to me. Thank you very much. All right. Not a bad one. Not a bad one. What's this one? Pause. Flog talismans. 110. 10 trade experience? So we got gallows bait. Where is it? Uh, 11 bandit. Nah, don't want to immediately do that. I think it's time for us to head, yeah, around here. Go to King Devad, get our provisions up, and then start focusing more on High Rock for now. We'll come back to Cyrodiil once we can. Alright, I did another quest real quick for this person who gave us armored legionnaires. So now 921 men, we got some armored legionnaires who are actually quite good. Not good in Valenwood, Desert Mountains, or Black Marsh, but we're not going to be going in those directions. In the meantime, go down this plunderer. This is, I think. Ooh, I kind of want to go for. I need these because we're gonna be just traveling and plundering all about like High Rock. Maybe we'll go to elsewhere. Although it isn't jungle and elsewhere. Let's just double check. So elsewhere, jungle, hills, farmland, jungle, drylands, some desert over here. And we're not good in Valenwood, so we'll ignore it. So yeah, probably, you know, stick around High Rock and plunder that. Maybe Markarth. But we'll see. Suppose we could head over to Morrowind as well. Haven't found any good marriage, but I'm sure we'll find one. I hear the footsteps of someone approaching me from behind and turning around to see an unfamiliar Khajiit. Maik traveled a long way before getting here, as he heard many were calling for his wisdom. Before I can even answer, he starts talking again. Maik keeps hearing about the people of Deshan, but no matter how many times Maik visited, he could not find them. As I turn my head to call the guards, the strange wanderer mutters, "Maik is done talking," and disappears from my sight. Good riddance, I guess. That was interesting. You seek the knowledge. Maik has much. Well, there we go. We have Maik the liar. That was interesting. Okay. And that's because the Kingdom of Deshan does not exist. Where is the Kingdom of Deshan? All the way here in House Endoril, huh? Okay, fine. House Endoril. Panda Dynasty Head. What happens when I go all the way back up? Urania. So I want to see if I can find Alessia, since I know it's a Endoril Nerevar, or a Nerevar Endoril, but I believe, if I recall, he married into the Endoril family. I could be wrong though, but I'm just curious. Lady Indrale. Almalesa the Wanderer. The Warden. Well, actually, let's see here. Tribunal Temple. Endoril Farwell. High Ordinator. What happens if I type in, say, Vivek? Oh wait, no, I can't. Follower of Alessia. I'm assuming Alessia wouldn't be a follower of Alessia, but actually no. Let's just sort by age. Who is the oldest person here? Lame Ball. You, I don't know who you are. Oh, a Sinestral Mer, left-handed elf. Okay. Oh, there's Werther, the last of the Falmer besides his brother Gelabor. And then Divieth Fear. Archmagister Jarl Rivon, Lady Valerica, Serana, Harkon, Olgraven the Fangbearer. Interesting. Lucera Celestratha. Oh, I guess like the Tribunal aren't actually characters in the game. Makes sense. Calcelmo. Is that the same Calcelmo? Nah, it couldn't be. Oh, wait. A grotto emerging from the vegetation like a stone arch in a cathedral. On its entry, there's a small wooden table and a stall. Someone has left a lantern burning on it. Careful, Captain. There are bandits in these lands. You're quick to make accusations. I'm merely a hermit, and you? Well, you carry the title of the captain. Let's just go. Or, tell me about my future. She gets up and waits until I follow. There's some herbs. She turns to me when we're away from my entourage and with an oddly deeper voice replies, "The fire shall talk and silver shall flow from the hoof of lowing cattle." How insightful. Don't know what that means yet, but we'll figure it out. Sorcery of Varsalem. Sorcery, he will repent. See, we're, zealous, but we're not, like, zealous to the point of, like, oh, all the other religions are terrible. No, we know. What, we believe in, our people. And we gained 100 piety. Nice. Okay. We two make friends now. And we'll just continue on doing this corruption quest because it was going to offer 200 gold. Alright, and I think that was actually for the Potentate, so let's just check our patrons real quick. Oh, he was. Arrange a marriage between your camp and Potentate Axionaris of the Akvir Potentate. Has 6 marriageable, unimportant women. What do you think we can marry one of his kids? I want to test that out. We've already used those requests. Duke Froki. 36. 600 provisions, a man-at-arm. Do you have any relations? Just sons. Alright. Or a quest. Escort. Emissary quest, create a war transfer quest. Forgot that they can give us quests. What happens if nope, you won't. Rent tonight. For a man-at-arms regiment, could potentially get a good one, but let me just see something here. Alright, so we could potentially. Alright, yeah, no, they wouldn't accept that. Yep, and wouldn't accept her even just a lowly. Yep. That's unfortunate. If I had a hook on the Potentate as well. And but he hates me. Like he doesn't like me. Maybe if he likes us more, it'll be helpful. I think we might be close to fabricating a hook. No, we are not. The closer we are to this, because I want high stakes bartering. Because that would give us, when passing through a lordship, you gain 25% of the holdings loot value as gold drakes. So just traveling all around would be incredibly good, paired with our plunder, which we almost have, so we can get this prisoners and loot and prisoners. So we should be raking in the gold soon. Speaking of which, what do I want? Camp perimeter. Actually, can I upgrade? I could upgrade our pavilion. What will that do? Medium boost, max arms, provisions capacity, toughness. Doesn't actually give us anything. This isn't like the cons and all the other states where there's so much better options. These are just, you know, for wandering and traveling. But if anyone's got any interesting ones we should build for our camp, let me know. Meantime, stand with us. This is a mercenary quest requiring you to aid in a war. The employer, Baron Solorina, is losing the war against the tyranny of Duke Obed. Sure. Raise our men. And we'll head over there. Who are you? A peasant uprising. Alright, we can avoid them. Nice. Oh, and Tales of Glory. What is that? Winning in battles rewards a small amount of renown. Raiding with pillage raid intent awards a small amount of renown. Ooh. And then this plunderer. Speaking of which, I doubt there's anything for this. Yeah, Magicka. All right. How is our son doing? Leona. Well, at least our future son will inherit something. All right. And a learning, open-minded, scientist, siege phase time might be good. Yeah, sure. And 50 gold. Pause. What is this? A Liberty War on Master Morvin's side. War. Defending against in the Liberty War. Who's winning? 1200. So be it. Where are you exactly? All the way over there, huh? Is there any near us? Nah, I don't think it'll show us since we're here. Yeah, sure. We'll join this war. Where are we? Shit, where are we actually? There we are. All right. Speaking of which, refill our men. And can't be disbanded. And can we? I'm assuming it's because we are in a war. Yeah, all right. So where exactly is this war going? All right, we'll just go attack these guys. Oh, well, it was too late. They took them down themselves. Incognito. Okay, one martial lifestyle perk. Okay, yeah, we're disguising ourselves and we saw. Ooh. Mediate. Yeah, we'll mediate and then get a perk. And who are you? Captain Darth, my leader. I've met the most enthralling woman. 48 gold. Yeah, sure. Someone can join our camp. Adopt Dakotas. Dakota Malatar could join us. 25. You think if I Oh, I kind of want the perk. Oh no, she still joins us. Okay, so we could marry Dakota here. She doesn't have any, you know, traits, but could be useful. Tales of Glory, and then we're almost one more trait away from Plunderer. Not that we're actually using it, but I suppose it's useful for whenever we do move, which I keep saying we will. All right. You wanted that? We got Reavers. I could create Reavers, not that they'll actually do anything. Could upgrade so we can have more chargers. For what? 100 gold? 108 gold. Armored footmen. Armored legionnaires. Pikemen. Could do with bowmen now. Do we want to get some bowmen so we have all 5 of these filled, or do we want to try to use one of our perks to get a potentially unique man-at-arms? Brokey, yeah, we won't accept. Yeah, this dude just won't accept us at all. We did request a favor. Oh, what? He accept that? That was bogus. Whatever. You know what? I think we might see if we can help out these guys. They're trying to overthrow the Akavir Potentate. If we join them, we'll join the siege of the Imperial City. Yeah, he won't be our patron anymore, but he's not gonna actually grant anything for us. And we could endear ourselves to the new one. So you know what? Offer military assistance. Nice, nice, nice. Raise our men. Lose 175 gold. Pavilion level 3. How much is upgrading the pavilion to level 3 on its own? Half price? Yeah, we'll do half price. There we go. Pavilion level 3. Okay. And we are joining them in the siege, right? Yeah, attached to the army of local militia. Local militia, I guess? Nah. We're here, we're helping out. Nice, nice, nice. I don't know what we'll get for it, but Shatter's Potentate and Cyrodiil holds its breath as the warlord will shape its history forever. General Atrebus. Share. Right, what? If Duke level the Shah of Orzline is still within the war, they receive the land held by the Potentate. Empress Vester of the... well, I guess we'll see who comes out on top here. Did we get anything? Nope, so we gained nothing. We were almost at 100. So be it. Guess I should have joined them sooner. Well, whatever. Alright, so this is the Crusader Empire. With Emperor Atrebus. Is there anything I can do with you, man? Send, give, cast spell? No. Alright, we'll hold off then. I think this might be a good time for us to end this episode. Atrebus triumphant. Cyrodiil's in shock. The warlord Atrebus, a zealot bent on destroying the Akavir Potentate, seized the Imperial City and with the crown of Cyrodiil. While it said the Elder Council should soon get in power and become the ruling body of the Imperial Isles, along with it, most of it, the province, the young warlord, will stay in control for a few years to deal with the aftermath. The warlord's hatred for the Akaviri is known by everyone, and some whisper that Trebus might use this time to further his own ambitions. What becomes Cyrodiil? Alright. He's over here in Coral, huh? Magistracy of Coral. Nope, and it's probably gonna be moved. Alright, in the meantime. So we could marry Dakota. Probably going to be the only one we can marry unless we can arrange one with one of our patrons. Captain Dummy House, you have any children? Son? Harza Grimhorn. Archmage Marcella, King Divad. Prince Thorkild. Cigar? No, I'll be honest. King Civilian. Oh, he dead. Executed. Rhea Shanas. Luckily we put that in before. Baroness. Yep. Alright, well, I guess we can just do one more quick look. Or... let's see. Oh, I don't want to do that. I want to load. Check Men-of-Tor first. Any? Dakota's the youngest, so, yep. Let's do all. Female, traits, marital, unmarried. Not a ruler. Carmilla of the Blood Scions. Should we try to get try to seduce a vampire? You know, I'm curious, is there any other vampires? It's just Carmilla and Serana. And Serana can't seduce her since she only likes women. I don't know if we can or not, but there, like I said before, that we could. There is a precedent for half vampires or Dampiers in the Elder Scrolls, and it says we could try if we were nearby, I guess. Attracted to men. The issue is, I mean, it all depends on when she became a vampire, I guess, but could give it a try. You never know, right? Otherwise, is there anyone else who's catching our eye here? This is ordered by age. Carondal Iniel. Go to... Alright, could head over to Lorisol in Black Marsh. Ooh. Alarosa. Do we want to go for an elf though? I don't. Do we hate elves that much? I think right now we mostly just hate the Elysian Order. But Arnsey, Choose. Central Morrowind or Dark Elves who belong in the forefront. Oh, okay. Oh, it's just a mask. Yeah. Relate. Issue is if we gotta find like a human woman, it's gotta be before Tema Artisian. Would have been nice if we found her before she turned 50. Aldania Basilicus. That's a Khajiit. So before they become infertile, is there anyone who's High Priestess Valentina? Acute. Not seeing anyone who's really catching my eye, but if you guys see one, let me know. But yeah, I guess we'll yep, there's Leona. We can't do anything with Leona. which is a shame. Celine, Patriarch Olava, Herculean Court Priest. I'm looking more for Genius than Herculean. We don't need Herculean for the next gen. Genius would be better to make sure we bring that down the family line. And barring that, Aetheric, Polara Adenis. Interesting, she already has a kid. Guess we could mark her. She's around here, obviously a child, so couldn't do anything about that. Alright, other than that, fertility minus 30% though. The years of fertility, so hit or miss if we want to head down that way. So yeah, let me know if you guys think if we should maybe potentially try to get a vampire. Other than that, leave any other comments down below. Leave any suggestions down below. Leave a like if you like. Leave a dislike if you dislike, but tell me why. And I shall see you all later.